Hi, beautiful hearts. Welcome back. I'm Susan,
And I'm Carissa.
and together we are two open hearts.
Today, we are here to talk to you about the Sasquatch people and why we work with them as guides, or they're our guides. You know what I mean.
Yes, they are such loving beings, and they are here to help us, especially at this time of ascension on our planet. They are our big brothers and sisters, and they're here to help us to raise our vibration, to be better people, to help Mama Earth.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are beautiful friends, and they are like our big brothers and sisters. We lovingly call them people of the forest more often than we call them Sasquatch. We call them either people of the forest, or we lovingly call them squashies because it's like our term of endearment for them. And they have been here a long time. They've been here with Mama Earth since before humans were here. They are our elders, and they are still here. And they are here to help us to grow and to be better and to help us be more compassionate so that we may become better guardians of our mother that we share, of our Mother Earth.
Yes, they do want us to become better stewards of the land. They have been here and they've been watching us, and our vibration has just really not been high enough for them to come through in the numbers that they are now. They did start showing themselves. Um, I don't know, back in the 50s. Is that when that original, or was it even later than that?
I don't remember when the first kind of like videos or people talking about sightings. Yeah, it's been most common for like since the 60s and on, something in there. But there's probably been sightings before. I know different native tribes have stories and have worked with the Sasquatch people from long ago, but the natives were a more pleasing group to work with because they already were stewards of the land. And so in our modern civilization, it has been in more recent times that there have been sightings and communication.
Yes, they've been trying to let us know that they're there, so they've allowed different people to see them and allowed them to know that they're there, and try to open up people's minds, open up their hearts to to the fact that there are other beings here on this planet with us.
Mm-hmm. So a little bit of background about that is that the forest people are a higher vibration than we are. They are more evolved, I would say. They are more in their heart. They are more compassionate. They are telepathic. They have many, many, many psychic gifts. They are beautiful people who work together, living life connected to Mother Earth. And they are able to change their vibrational density. That's what I'm looking for, density. So there are actual sightings of forest people, and Susan and I have seen forest people with our own eyes. And and then there are times when people don't see forest people, or you might feel them as another more traditional spirit guide with you in your space, because they can change from being a physical, dense being to being a higher vibrational being that can use different energetic portals and come in even as an orb form to work with humans and other beings.
Yes, they come in and they signal us that they're here with smell generally. Well, with vision as well. They can come in orb form, or the males can smell skunky or musty. The females typically have more of a floral scent, and can be a wide range of floral scents. So they'll usually signal us that they're around with their smell.
Yes, especially once you already kind of get to know them. For me, they signal me most that they're hanging around by having different creaking. And I know that sounds funny because houses settle and buildings settle, but the timing of things creaking is just too perfect sometimes. So we'll have been doing a Reiki session and we've called in the Sasquatch to help, or maybe we haven't invited them in yet and we really need a little backup and we'll hear a creak and we're like, oh, that's right. Call in the forest people to help because they're here. And there was another point I was going to make. Oh, I was going to say for people who are unfamiliar with them, and this is like your first introduction, and we're already like, yeah, you can have the smell. And you're like, what the hell is going on? I would like to ask everyone to take 3 deep breaths and allow the forest people who are with Susan and I now to send their loving energy forward so you can just feel their big open hearts because they can fill us up with love like no other. They are beautiful. So let's all just take a minute to center. Taking 3 deep breaths just helps you ground in and connect in with yourself so you can sense and feel things a little easier. Helps you release stress and tension. So keep in mind that while you're feeling the energy and the love, you might have a scent that wafts by in the room, and take note of it if you do experience that. Because, like in some of our other videos we've made, if you are here and you're drawn to this, if this is a subject that interests you, it is likely because you already have some type of relationship with the force people, whether in this life or another, or subconsciously with spirit guides. They're here and they're around you, and that's what's brought you to this video to begin with. So just tap in and allow the force people to send you their love. It's quite beautiful to work with people of the forest. They are so kind, so heartfelt, and so fantastic with energy work and things that we as humans on a spiritual path are often stepping into, anchoring in things, helping Mother Earth and her grids, her ley lines, lots of tasks that people find themselves being drawn to. The force people are like masters at it, so they can really step in and assist so much.
Yes, and they love to help us in any work that we call them in to help with. They love to help us in all ways, and they love to help Mama Earth and all of the beings, all of the animals, the plants, all of our beings here.
Yes, and they're wonderful healers, So often we invite our forest people friends and guides in every day. They're here. I can already hear and feel them at different times. They're here to help me to become a better, more compassionate person so I can help others. And then that will ripple and that will ripple and that will ripple till the human collective is more at its best, more at its higher vibration.
And
And
they're
so,
also, oh, sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, and just like when I invite in other beings, I always personally invite in any of my team for any part of it, any angels, dragons, star beings, Sasquatch, you name it. I make sure I invite in those who are working of the highest vibration of unconditional love. So the ones who come in are really high vibe and ready to help me make a difference.
And I was just going to add that they love to see us play, and they do many things to help us remember to laugh and to sing and to dance. They're very jovial beings, as well as being very kind and loving.
Yes, I feel like they are much more connected to both their hearts and their inner child than humanity has been thus far. So, some people just are jovial and great, but some of us are really serious most of the time. So the Sasquatch can come help break that seriousness up, that monotony up, and remind us what's really important. The things right in front of us, our family, our friends, just being here alive on Mother Earth and smelling the flowers and dancing, singing,
Yes,
good,
hugging a
lighthearted
tree,
things. Mm-hmm.
sitting out on the grass, going up to the mountains.
Yep. And they're not only in the mountains. There are a lot. I'm like, how do blah, blah, blah. A lot of them live in the mountains because a lot of them are really strongly connected to the forest. But we have also interacted with Sasquatch clans out in the grasslands as well and in other places that you would not necessarily expect. We have a friend who is in Arizona and he has no shortage of contact with the forest people there as well.
Yes, they can come into the city as well because they are interdimensional, and they can come in their orb form and come in and be with you even in the city, which most of the time I never would have imagined that they would have the ability to do, but they do.
Mm-hmm. And they can use trees as portals. Trees are freaking fantastic. And we'll maybe eventually do one of these videos just on trees because they are sentient beings and they're freaking awesome. And the Sasquatches have worked with the trees for a long time. And so they are able to work with the trees to form portals that helps them get from place A to B as well when they're not using just their higher vibrational orb form. They've got so many skills and so many techniques to do what they need to do. And it's part of the reason that there's not more sightings, because when someone sees a Sasquatch, usually that Sasquatch wants to be seen. Not always, but that is often the case, especially if there's video footage or other things of that nature.
Yes, I believe the only time that we see them is when they wish for us to see them. And they've offered more sightings in the last several years because they do want us to start opening our hearts to them and know that they are here. But I do believe myself that most all of the sightings have been an intentional thing on their part.
Yeah, they're just trying to gently remind us that they are here, and that so that way those of us who maybe have worked with them in past lives will come to that awareness quickly, or we'll be like, oh, I kind of feel drawn to this topic, I feel drawn to this in some way. And it's because we're here to work with them and they're here to work with us. They are beautiful friends and allies, and they're supportive, and they're beautiful with their healing because they are interested in helping us in many, many ways, because they just want us to stand strong as little brothers and sisters, to stand tall and stand with them, to take care of the earth and to take care of each other. They're so, like I said before, they're so evolved in their heart space. Their compassion, their forgiveness is far beyond what most of us have shown at this point. They are able to forgive big things, and they are leading the way for us in that.
Yes, they set the example. They set the example with love for all beings and compassion. So they are setting the example and leading the way and making more connections with us at this time.
Mm-hmm. So if you are interested in connecting more deeply with a forest person, then there are some things you can do. And reasons why you might want to be interested is, like we said, they are just beautiful friends and allies. They can help you do work for yourself. They can help you do work for Mother Earth. They can help you do work for the human collective. So they're here, they're powerful, and they're amazing. And especially for those of you who do earth energy, if you work on the grids, if you anchor different things into Mama Earth, one of the reasons that we can even do that kind of beautiful energy work is because we're in physical form. And so we, as children of Earth, can anchor in different things for other children of Earth. And the Sasquatch are also children of Earth, and they have a physical form. And so they can double or triple what you anchor when they join in. So Susan and I work with them a lot. If we have a big task, we know in the energy world, if you have 2 or more people, sometimes it's best if there's even 3 or more, you can make rapid change and you can change the ripples of things and really bring in some positivity. So if me and her get together and then we invite in our beautiful Sasquatch friends, it's not just 2 of us anymore. It's a whole cluster of us, and we don't even have to, you know, put out the call to other people. So if we have a call with other people and the forest people, then think of the massive amounts of anchoring change that we can accomplish.
Yes, it's a very powerful situation, and quite
Mhm.
beautiful too when we call them in to work with us.
Mhm. So, if you haven't been interested yet, I hope you are getting interested very quickly at working with your fellow forest person, because they are here. They are our elders and our big brothers and sisters, and they're here to help us. And we want their help because they're beautiful and they're loving and they're great. So,
Yes, so please open your hearts, open your minds to the possibilities, and see what happens.
mhm. One of the ways that we began to work with them, and that I would suggest, is if this has piqued your interest, you already likely have guides or forest people around. And if you did not before this video you're watching, as we ask the Sasquatch people to step forward, they will then see who is interested and whose heart is open, and they will come to you. So by just coming here and checking this out, if you want to work with them, they will already be ready to work with you. So, one of the ways we do that is we ask them for a gift. And it might seem kind of counterintuitive to begin a relationship by asking for something, but it's a beautiful way for them to give you something that holds their energy so that you can really get to know them. So, I first received a bundle of feathers when I asked the Sasquatch for a gift. And they gave me those feathers because I had had some, I think it was past life experiences more, but just some different fears involved with it. Um, yeah, there's no other way to put it. I was a little uneasy about the Sasquatch and even about things like orangutans and gorillas, like other of our ape friends. I was uncomfortable with. And so when I started working with them, I felt their heart and I felt the call. And so I said, help me to know you are gentle and loving. And so they gave me some dove feathers to show me that. And I know that they gave me the dove feathers because they carry their vibration. And so energetically, I could feel the energy and their love coming from the feathers.
Yes, and they gifted me, the first thing that they gifted me was a rock. Um, but it's more than just a rock. It did carry their energy, and it carried other things within it. Um, they've also gifted me a stick, and again, with much energy involved in it. So it's quite beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yes, do not underestimate Mother Earth's gifts like rocks and sticks. We often as kids knew how magical things like that were, and we have forgotten. And now we like only favor crystals. And while I do favor a lot of crystals, I also enjoy a river rock and a beautiful stick from Earth, because the trees carry energy and the Sasquatch use their energy to, they can imbue, I don't even know if that's a word, I'm just making up stuff, but they can put into these rocks and sticks things that are out of this world. They can place into them codes from other star systems, because while the Sasquatch are people of Earth, they also have never stopped working with star beings and people of the stars. They have continued to work with the Star Council. They travel, some of them, not all of them, some are only on Earth, but some of them travel to other systems and do other tasks. So they can place into something simple as a river rock amazing things, and it's not to be taken for granted.
No, there's not any gift that should ever be taken for granted. They're all very, very special.
Mm-hmm. So that is how we would recommend, is just sitting here in this video and this, or in this podcast at this moment, closing your eyes and saying, I am interested in starting a connection. with the forest people. Please show me that you are there. Offer me validation by bringing me something that will help me then further this relationship. And if you have something personal you need to add, like I did, I asked for them to show me how loving they were, or, anything like that. They can then bring something to you. And as your relationship forms and grows, you can leave offerings for them. So our relationship started with physical gifts from them to us, and now we leave physical gifts from us to them. We go to places we've been called to in the mountains and in other places, and we will leave some of our favorite foods. We will leave crystals. We will leave things that we want to share with them. So it's very much just a part of our relationship.
Yes, and sometimes we'd go and we just sing them songs. We do ceremony for them. And sometimes just go and laugh.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we very much open our hearts to them as well, because it's a joyful relationship to have. It brings joy, comfort, and love.
Yes, I agree with you completely. It does bring joy, comfort, and love. So much love. It's beautiful, beautiful.
Yes. So I would like to, before we end this video, see if the forest people would like to channel anything through us to you all, to see if they have any messages they want to impart on those of you who are looking to learn a little bit more about them. I feel a male Sasquatch coming forth to talk today. He feels, I see like a nice chocolate brown fur with him. Dear ones, me and my people have been here for a long time, and we have worked with you. We are calling many of you now to remember us and to come work again by our side. We wish to work together to make this earth a beautiful haven for all. We are caretakers for not only Mother Earth, but all of her children, her frogs, her lizards, her plants, the beautiful creatures that inhabit our mother. And we are opening our arms and hearts for you to join us in whatever way you can, even if it is just improving your life, opening up your heart, showing more compassion to your fellow humans as this does ripple. We are here. We are here now. We will be showing ourselves little by little more to your people. And the more of you who already know us and work with us and open your heart with us, the better and easier this is for all of us to grow together in joy on Mother Earth. We thank you for your interest and for watching or listening to this, as we very much are here and seeking out our connections with you. Please do not feel afraid or unworthy to ask us for a gift. We wish to bestow you many wonderful things to ease you with your heart growth, to ease you to lift your burdens, so you may be lighter and you may shine by our side. Feel our loving hearts today and know that we are here to support you. We are here as guides if you wish. We are forever your elder brothers and sisters. Okay, I felt him step back.
Well, that was really very, very beautiful. Thank you.
Welcome. All right. Well, we hope that we have been able to introduce these amazing beings to those of you listening today, and that you will give it a try to open your heart and see, because it's a very worthwhile relationship to have. So we thank you for coming today.
Yes, we thank you so much for joining us. If you like this video, please hit like and please subscribe. And we'll see you again next time.